people call us nepo babies, and I embraced it. I like the idea of my family working their asses off to make sure that I can come in and potentially work my ass off, because they'll let you in to see you, but they won't keep calling you back if you're not good.
I'm D. Watkins with Salon, and today I'll be joined by the funny man himself. You know him from Let's Be Cops, The Other Guys, The Harder They Fall, New Girl, and Happy Endings, and from being part of one of the funniest families in entertainment history. Brother Damon Wayans Jr. Today we'll be talking about his new CBS show, Poppa's House. Welcome.
What's up, man?
How does it feel?
What is it?
The new show.
Oh, the new show. Yeah. I love it, man. It was a really great thing to happen for my father and I. I'm happy that not only do we have a show together, but we have a really good relationship outside of the show, and I feel like that kind of lends to the authenticity of the characters that we play. That chemistry is like, you can't manufacture it.
Is it difficult to have a good relationship because you guys look so much alike? If someone looked just like me, I would be kind of pissed off.
We do look a lot of, like if someone made a voodoo doll of me, like that nigga's getting hurt too. Like for sure.
All right, we're excited to see you in this new role. I just imagine, even with your whole family dynamic and setup, the Thanksgiving table is probably kind of tough. Yeah,
man. You just gotta get there early, or else you will not eat. Because there's a lot of us. We like to meet up just for the sake of it. We meet up all the time, like just having family get-togethers, just making each other laugh and hugging each other, and just nothing like family.
Yeah, no, my family's like the Wayans family, except everyone's broke but me.
Oh. Yeah, man.
There's some money somewhere. I just haven't seen it yet. Take us to the very beginning of Poppa's House. How'd the project come about?
How'd the project come about? So the story my dad's been telling, this is actually true, is that he was kind of having like empty nest, syndrome. Is it a syndrome? Yeah, empty nest syndrome.
So.
And there was a house that was available next door to mine, or like across the street from my house. And we all went over there, me, him, and my kids, my wife. And my wife kept going, like, the house was nice. And my wife kept going, oh, well, you're bad. We're sending all you guys over to Poppa's house. And it gave my dad anxiety. And so he didn't get the house because he didn't want to be across from us and having all my kids at his house.
How many kids you have?
Oh, I got 6, man.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, I got a lot.
Yeah, you family.
Yeah,
you
man,
got family.
I have half a Nick Cannon amount of kids.
You have a farm? You have a farm?
Yeah. I can invade a small village.
You and Nick Cannon see each other outside and go like this?
Yeah. In the future, everyone will either be Wayans or Cannon. I don't pull out until the... No.
Well, I'm also excited to see this role because I always wondered why you weren't Junior on My Wife and Kids.
Yeah.
Do you feel like he was taking your paychecks, or?
No, I didn't want to be an actor back then. Back then I wanted to be an animator. I used to draw all the time. I think my dad did bring it up potentially, but I hadn't acted before. So I think he just wanted somebody that knew how to actually do the job. And George was great. George Gore, shout out to George Gore. He's a man. I love George. And I think he did, Junior justice. But that was like a weird version of me. It's not like who I really am.
Part of you. Was he
part of me? It was like part of it was like, not the dumb part, but like
Junior wasn't the sharpest knife.
Having a kid young.
Yeah.
I had my first kid when I was 20. And so it was there were parts of it that were reminiscent of who I actually am, but
if you ever wanted to check in, they could have just like swapped you in like they did Aunt Viv.
Yeah, or like they did Claire. Like they did Claire on the show.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's the funniest thing that happened on set so far, shooting Poppa's House?
So far, man, I couldn't tell you because we have like something funny happens literally every day. Like from when we rehearse to the table read to rehearsing to shooting, like every week there's something funny. We're laughing the entire time. And I couldn't tell you, man. Like every week is just a blast, and it gets funnier and funnier every freaking week.
Because you're writing on that show too, right?
Yeah.
What's the room like?
The room is like you can't even breathe. Like you're crying, laughing. A lot of stuff we probably can't put into the show because we're just like riffing and saying things that CBS would never let us say.
Right.
But some stuff gets in, and that's what I love about the show is that we're pushing that envelope. Like CBS is letting us. I mean, we're making them uncomfortable, but they're definitely letting us. Like,
as you should.
Spread our wings, man. It's like you got two Waynes on the show. Like let us.
You were a writer on My Wife and Kids. Do you feel like that 30-minute sitcom has evolved since then? Seems like they're working in more drama.
Yeah, they are working in more drama. I think that's good storytelling. I think audiences have gotten smarter when it comes to storytelling. So I think they expect the drama. They expect characters that are kind of grounded in reality. And I think there's a way to do both. There's a way to give like, really hard laughs, but also bring in like relatable, dramatic storylines. And I think that we're doing that really well.
Let's get into Damon, your character on the show. He's optimistic.
Yeah.
He's ambitious.
Yep.
He's going to be this filmmaker.
But
But as of now, he's trying to find his footing. If he was one of your friends in real life, what kind of advice would you give him?
I would tell him to really come up with a game plan. I think that's Junior's problem is that he knows where he wants to be in life. He just doesn't really know how to get there. And that kind of, that when you don't know the way to get to where you want to be, it kind of leaves you in this limbo. And I think he's in this limbo right now. So my advice would be just, sit down with me, draw out a plan and execute it.
You would finance the mixtape.
Yeah.
You're a good friend.
Drop a mixtape, man.
Poppa's in a similar situation because he's at a crossroads. He's old school back in the day, and he has to be forced to try to fit into this new reality. You have family members and yourself too. You guys were comedians for a long time. Has real life conversations around the way comedy has changed become a part of the character that was created for the show?
Oh, right. I think that with Poppa's character, we actually were experimenting with the title for the show. It's Poppa's House now, but we were experimenting with calling it Raising Damon, right? And at first glance, you think like, oh, it's about Poppa raising his son, Junior. But then when you start watching the show, you realize that there's, things that Poppa needs to grow up, some areas where, Poppa has to grow. And I think that's what I love about the old school, new school aspect of the show. It's like, is the old school way of disciplining better for children, or is the new school way of disciplining better for children, or is the best way somewhere in the middle, And I think we explore those questions really well, and Poppa grows from those questions, and I think it's really, I can't wait for people to see it. Really, we've been working in a vacuum, so we've got like 11 episodes logged already, shot already, and nobody's seen the show yet. So I can't wait for people to see the show and, go on this journey with us and learn, these family dynamics.
So what's it like for a kid in a Wayans family who decides to go into comedy? Is it boot camp? Do you guys pull them all into like a dark room, pull the shades down? Is it like you becoming a made man? How does it work?
Imagine that. Get in the casket. No. I mean, it's honestly just, it's are you willing to put in the work that it takes to go on this journey? It's not an easy journey. People call us nepo babies, and I embrace it. I like the idea of my family working their asses off to make sure that I can come in and potentially work my ass off, because they'll let you in to see you, but they won't keep calling you back if you're not good.
Right.
So, I think that what they do is if they know that you're serious about it, if you're showing you that you're serious about it, they'll give you great advice. They're open books. Like they really are very supportive of all of us. There's a lot of writers in my family that are Wayans. There's a lot of aspiring actors. My daughter is an aspiring actor. She does stand-in work on my wife and kids on Poppa's house. She writes. She's a great writer as well. So I feel like she's definitely got the goods. My cousin Shantae Wayans, wonderful stand-up, hilarious, great writer as well. So these people, I think, in our family, they've been embraced, and whatever the first generation can do to help that journey, they do. They use it.
I read in an interview you did before, you were talking about how you used a fake name when you started doing stand-up, and I was just wondering, did you not have a mirror in the crib? Or?
Yeah, man, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. So I wanted to get, I wanted to be good at stand-up on my own merits, right? I didn't want to just go walk on there saying, this is Damon Wayans' son. So I go up there as Kyle Green, which is my middle name and my grandma's maiden name.
Okay.
And I
thought,
that's good.
Yeah,
it's not bad, Kyle Green. I mean, I don't necessarily look like a Kyle Green.
I would be friends with someone named Kyle Green.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh, this guy's, seems like he, tips
It was like
well.
Lil Kyle, probably no. But Kyle Green, yeah.
Kyle Green.
Yeah.
Lil Kyle? Nah,
Yeah.
Any Lil anything. So I tried it, and then people used to always yell out, man, you look just like your damn daddy, like right in the middle of my set. So eventually I just, got rid of the alias and was like, hey, I'm Damon Jr. So it would be Damon Jr. So I stopped. I didn't do Damon Wayans Jr. I just did Damon Jr.
Is there like a shorthand with working with family on set that just makes the connection easier for you, or do you find that you're able to do that in other sets, given what you learned from working with your family?
Like a shorthand?
As far as like how you connect?
My dad, so this is my dad's baby, right? So he created this show. I definitely helped develop it, but it's his ultimately. So I defer to him, but he's also very collaborative. So he's always open to hear a good idea. If it's better than an idea that he had, then we use that. If it's better than an idea than I had, we use that. Funniest wins, or best idea wins. And we even bring in the other actors in to be like, oh, how would you say that? It's better for you to say it like that, and then we'll rewrite it, So Essence Atkins, she's a wonderful actress, huge comedic talent. Tatana Jackson plays my wife on the show. And so they sit in, and we all will rewrite during the rewrites, and they give their 2 cents, and it's great. It's so collaborative, and it's so funny. It's such an easy process.
I guess I asked that question because you seem to be still connected to your castmates from New Girl and Happy Endings.
Yeah, you said, am I?
No, it seems like you're still connected with those castmates.
I am.
I didn't know if you guys, if developing that kind of relationship was something that just helped, or.
Yeah, for sure it helped. It's
I don't talk to anyone from my last job. That's why I'm not mad at them.
No, I mean, sometimes jobs are just jobs. Like, I've done jobs where I don't talk to the people afterwards, but and I have a great time with them during the job. But then sometimes there's certain people that you think you'll be in their lives for the rest of your lives. Like all the New Girl guys, we talk every day. I'm still really close with all the Happy Endings guys as well. Who else am I close with? That's about it. Those 2 shows were just kind of instrumental to my career, and they're like my first 2 shows coming into the game, and so those relationships are just lasting.
You grew up around black comedy.
You make me laugh, I'm gonna be friends with you forever.
Right.
And that's just how it is. And so all those people make me laugh constantly.
That's fine.
Yeah, we stand.
That's a good quality of friendships.
Yeah, if you genuinely make me laugh, I'm not doing the polite laugh. Like if I'm belly laughing and have little tears coming out of my eyes. Besties.
You grew up around black comedy legends, and you are part of that tradition, and you learned how to have success in the world of comedy in general, but you also have mainstream success. How does one navigate those worlds? Because I couldn't see T.K. Kirkland playing a New Girl. You know what I'm saying?
T to the mom gang.
Who raised you?
I don't know. You know what it is? It's just that's how I was raised. So I've always been on both sides. Like I went to my elementary school was all black, and then I went to an all white middle and high school, and then so I've been comfortable in both worlds my whole life, and so I don't really feel like I have to turn a switch on and off. It just kind of, I just love both.
Funny is funny.
Funny is funny. Funny transcends race. There are things that are funnier in different, areas. But for the most part, I think people just enjoy laughing and enjoy comedy like me. Like I have a very mixed bag of people who I think are super funny to me. Like my top 5 comedians are like Richard Pryor, George Carlin, Patrice O'Neill, a lot of dead guys. Mitch Hedberg, Chappelle. That's kind of how my Tony Roberts, really funny physical comedian to me. Actor-wise, Eddie Murphy, Will Ferrell. So I have like a mixed bag of who I think are funny and who influenced me.
What's your top 5? No, actually, your top 3. Your top three Wayans family projects. I can give you mine.
Oh, damn.
I can give you mine. We go first?
No. Let me go.
Okay, you go first.
You go first, and you let me know if any of these are yours. Top 3.
Before you go, I'm the demographic. So you guys make these films, you're making them for me. So
Okay, cool. All right, so top 3, and they're in no order.
In no order. I'll let you all do no order.
Okay. Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Major Pain. And these are movies that I've watched over and over and over again. So either be, I'm gonna have to go with Low Down Dirty Shame.
That's fine. That's a fire list. Yeah. So I have Don't Be a Menace. I have Don't Be a Menace.
Yeah.
I have 11 Color.
Yes. Oh, I thought you meant movies.
Oh, you know what?
Okay.
I might have said movies or projects, but okay.
You said projects. You did say project, but I assumed
out.
Movies. Yeah.
But then I have Blank Man when you were a little kid.
See, that was gonna be my third, but then I was like, 2 of my dad's projects. That's like hella bias.
That's cool.
It's like my sperm donor. You know what I mean? Like
you could do that. What's next for you?
Next for me, so I have this game show that I'm gonna be shooting right after we wrap on Poppa's house. Shooting that in Mexico. It's called Raid the Cage. It's like about stealing stuff.
Oh wow!
No, it's not. No,
shit!
It's kind of like they have this like giant room full of like these things like Birkin bags. Shoes signed by like Michael Jordan, cars. They have all this stuff, and you get a certain amount of time to grab as many things as you can and get out of the cage before
you get
it
like
closes.
A bag, or is it?
No, you gotta like carry it, put the stuff by the edge, and try to grab as much, and then push it out in a certain amount of time, or else you lose everything.
What happens if it closes? You lose everything?
Then you just lose everything. You don't get anything.
You got to stay in the cage?
Yeah. They lock you in the cage, fill it up with water and sharks.
We're looking forward to that.
And then I have, one more thing. Then I have a movie coming out on Netflix in February. So look out for that too.
What's the film?
It's called Kinda Pregnant. It's about a woman who sees how well pregnant women get treated, and so she fakes being pregnant. To get the treatment.
Wait, did you cast my wife? No, looking forward to it.
Thank you, boss.
Thanks for coming on, and congratulations.
Appreciate you, man.
Thank you for watching Salon Talks. Be sure to subscribe as we feature some of your favorite artists, authors, and more. And while you're here, you might as well watch another video by clicking right here.